Greetings, everybody. My name is Jir Anderson. I'm a singer-songwriter from the Pueblo lands of New Mexico, and I'm your host this evening with Native Guitarist Tour Behind the Mask. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Liv the Artist.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Jir?
How you doing, Liv?
I am doing very well. What about you?
I'm doing great. I was rushing around like crazy because I was making dinner. I got run upstairs and set everything up. But
that's exactly how I was. And instead of making dinner, I just threw in a microwave burrito and made some tea.
Oh, nice.
All my stuff in. And then charged my phone up real quick. But thank you for asking me to be on the live. Habarawe, nananiat sa Olivia Comanche, Pisinana Masutani vai. Hello, I am Olivia. I go by Liv the Artist. I am a multi-instrumentalist, a producer and composer, and I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma right now, originally from Topeka, Kansas, and I'm Comanche Otoe. I remember when we first started doing the lives, and I'm just gonna say this, I could tell like your presentation or like the sound of the mic and everything has just like progressed, and it's really cool to see. It's like just clean cut, y'all know what to do now, you just jump on and you know what to say, and so I think that's really cool.
Since we talked last, what have you been doing? How have you been dealing with the whole thing?
Yeah, so last time we talked, I don't remember what was going on, but I know COVID, I had to get a full-time job because of COVID, which is fine, but I was really hyped to do music full-time and just travel, and I felt that fire. I was like, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this thing. And then COVID hit, and I spent a few months at my parents' house trying to figure out, like, okay, what do I need to do? Is this going to, like, go away anytime soon? It obviously has not. And so as a result, I guess I got, like, some sort of cabin fever. I felt like I needed to kind of spread my wings in a way, in a safe way. And so I moved up north to OKC, got a full-time job at a screen printing company, and just tried to, I know there's no shows going on right now, but just trying to build my foundation. And so I feel like I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes work because shows aren't a thing right now. I am in contact with a handful of like directors or composers, people that are making films. I just had a Zoom call with a Sundance composer for like some kind of program that they're doing for emerging songwriters, and so it's stuff that I'm not really like throwing out there, but stuff's definitely turning behind the scenes, and I feel really good about it.
Well, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people out there that are in our same situation. And, you know, a lot of work is getting done behind the scenes, like you said, and a lot of people are doing stuff and, you know, getting geared up for when things do open up. So congrats to you. Definitely well deserved, I must say, too, because I know you put in a lot of work into your music and into, you know, your artistry and what you do. And it really shows. I mean, even if we just look at your Instagram, which is just a really small component of you as an artist, but I mean, just that component alone is just, you know, very well developed, and look at all the stuff it's gotten you, so
heck yeah, thank you.
Props to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, same with all the other artists out there, like you were saying, it's a struggle for everyone. All the musicians I've talked to, everyone just like, oh man, like this sucks, but it's something that we can all relate on, and so there's like a weird sense of comfort in knowing that other people are going through the same stuff. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, kind of a thing. And I am definitely like, if COVID didn't happen, I feel like I would have done more shows, and I wouldn't have pulled back as much into like sound design and production. So it definitely kind of brought some cool things to light as well.
I know you're a graphic artist as well, and I see you working a lot like with like the Apple Pen and doing all kinds of cool stuff like that. Are you able to print any of your work while you're doing?
Yes, I have not done anything yet, but that is coming very soon. I have shirts that have been on deck for a long minute, and decals and all that fun stuff. So yes,
I think it's great for you to know, I think when you get into just like music or, but with printing, it's tied to music so much. It's part of the culture, to have your favorite band tee or whatever, your concert tee. And for you to know how to work that medium, and it helps you with designing and creating with your artwork, because you know what can print, what can't print, how, what colors you can get, what colors you can't get, and stuff like that. So do you think like that's something that's going to help you once you're ready to, do merch and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. It's almost kind of like it does help, but at the same time, I'm the type of personality to just never make up my mind, and the perfectionist kind of kicks in. So I need to know, like, if I'm able to like do a design, I can't like go ask someone, hey, can you do this art for me? Because I can do the art, and now I automatically want to do the art instead of being like, hey, can you make a logo for me? So that's the only holdup that I have with knowing things such as like the screen printing and how it will look on a shirt versus the computer. It's like, I guess it's like a double-edged sword, so to say. But at the same time, I'm not mad about it. I can get around it. But yeah, it's really cool to be able to have eyes in numerous places like that.
Well, do you have a guitar or anything? Like any sort of instrument?
I have my amp plugged in. I got some pedals.
Oh, sweet.
Use some of my pedals here.
That was
Thank you.
fierce.
Heck yeah, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your setup there. What amp are you using, and what kind of pedals are you using?
Currently, I am stuck on RC300 Boss loop station, which is a 3-channel, and I've been using it for 5 ever on like sets. I think the first time that we did a show together, I was using the big loop station. Maybe the 2-channel, but it was Boss. That's like the bread and butter for layering. And then on top of that, I have a bunch of like different nostalgic reverb delay pedals from Keeley Electronics and then Walrus Audio.
I have to say that Boss makes a really clean, it really enhances what you're doing, you know, and you don't lose any of that natural tone that you got, because you play really clean. And, you know, whenever, I know you use distortion too, and when you hit that, it just takes you a whole different realm, you know, and it's just really, sounds really cool.
Heck yeah. I notice like different loop stations sometimes, like when you loop over it, it creates like a fuzz, or it gets louder, or it just kind of like gets distorted. So it has like a really good even keel of levels going on within the pedal that I really like. It's really user friendly, and it's perfect to jam on. You don't have to like turn knobs or turn stuff down. For the most part, it's pretty solid.
What about your endorsement with Keeley Electronics? How's that relationship going here in COVID? Are they still supporting you, or is that something that you guys kind of have on hold until COVID, we get through this stuff?
Yeah, so I'm still endorsed by them, but obviously there's no shows going on, and the best that I can do to support them and they support me is by like, I'll tag them whenever I like post a video. I'll hashtag Keeley. I have like an artist page on their website. The coolest thing they did was like they brought me to NAMM, and that was last year, and it was a little over a year ago, which is crazy how time flies like that. But for now, everything is kind of on pause just because the time when I use their pedals, it's during live shows. That relationship is still going strong.
Yeah, I remember when you went to NAMM and you were taking photos with, you know, a lot of, you know, these really big, what would you call them? Like YouTube stars or Instagram stars,
Guitar
you know that.
heads, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot where they were walking the same halls that I was, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a dream come true. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that looked really cool. I recognized a lot of them, you know, I follow a lot of them, but I haven't seen like as much movement from a lot of those artists recently. And for you, it's like, it's constantly, and one thing I got to say about you, Liv, is as I've known you through the years, your sound is really pronounced, and it's really become you. Like if I walked into a room and you were playing and I didn't know you were on the bill, I would recognize you. I mean, you got one of those unique sounds that's, you know, yours. You don't sound like anybody else. So
thank you so much. That means a lot.
I think I just love it too. It's just so smooth and sweet, and then it gets dirty and mean to something, and that
heck yeah, out of nowhere it's like, oh, you thought
you thought you knew me. One question that I have, and I don't mean to get too serious here, but
not at all.
Can you tell people what the corn is about?
Okay, so I am so glad you. The real question is, what is the corn not about?
Okay.
It is everything.
The corn is everything.
So, okay, this came out of nowhere. Everyone else made the corn a thing, but I supported it, and now it's a thing. But as a kid, I had like a handful of movies that my parents had on DVD, one of them being Nacho Libre. And if you know anything about Nacho Libre, there's a scene in the movie where Steven hands Nacho like 2 things of corn, and he walks up to him and he's like, surprise, and like Nacho Libre is really pissed off because he lost a fight or something, and so he like slaps it out of his hand. It was just my favorite scene in one of my favorite movies, and that's literally all it is. But it kind of turned into this thing where it's like it's its own entity now. This corn cup was mailed to me from a really good homie in New Mexico or Arizona. She just went to a flea market, was chilling at a flea market, saw the corn antique, and said, "Hey, I thought of you." So I guess when people are at the store and they see corn, or at a flea market and they see dishes that are shaped like corn, they think of me, and I'm not mad about it. But that is how corn was born.
You heard it, people.
Yep.
You got to get Keeley Electronics to make you a corn pedal.
Oh my gosh, that would be a dream. Corn Queen guitar.
Yeah, there you go. But hey, you think we can get another one?
Of course, of course. This is Alaska. I have a little bit of lyrics with it.
For people that are tuned in tonight, how can we get a hold of all this great content you have, music, videos, and the whole realm, merch, everything? How do we get that stuff?
Yes, so the best place to find all of that is the link in my bio. I'm in the process of updating my website and doing a Patreon thing going on, dropping some merch and decals, all those goodies. But for now, the best place to find out is here on Instagram to find the latest. I'll be dropping an EP sometime this year, hopefully in the spring. And so I'm really excited for that. That's the next up and coming. A loop pack is coming up and all that good stuff.
Well, Liv, you have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again, Liv, everybody.
Thank you.
You got hearts, you got all kinds of emojis coming your way from everybody. So
heck yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. And again, thank you, Jir, so much for spending your evening and allowing me to pull my stuff out. I haven't done a free jam in a minute, so it was a good time.
We'll see you soon.
Awesome. Peace.
Bye, Liv. And have a great week. Wash your hands. Be safe. Wear your mask.